Hello, everyday leaders. This is Melanie Ake in the Everyday Leaders 50 and 50 podcast studio, coming to you live here from Indianapolis tonight on Monday night, December the 2nd. Hard to believe that it's already December. And here we go, end of the year, right? All these messages of vision in 2020. So it's pretty exciting because, as you know, we have been leading a morning mastermind for the John Maxwell Leadership Bible. And so we were talking this morning on our devotional for Luke chapter 2. And what this talked about this morning was the power of connection. And so I just wanted to come on here tonight, just as a recap, to share with you what we discussed. Now, I think there are some important takeaways from today's chapter. Part of it is about the connection. So as the Bible talks about, Joseph and Mary in chapter 2 are leaving Jesus. And so they had to physically move away from him. And so they didn't really have a choice for that. And so today we talked about how things that influence us today, right? Even if we were physically apart from people, we could still connect because we've got the internet, we have telephones, we have technology that we didn't have back in the day, right? And so even if we were physically not present with someone, you would find a way to be able to spiritually connect, to verbally connect, to make that engagement so that you felt like you weren't alone, that you felt like you could have support, right? And so many times as the world has changed, good evening, many times as the world has changed, you have to figure out like what it means to you. If you have broken relationships, if you are distant from someone in your life, we always talk about these holiday seasons that may be sentimental to you. You may have lost loved ones during this time of the year. I know that I have. In November, my grandmother passed away 10 years ago this November, and she was really special to me. And my father passed away in December, a long time ago. But still, to me, I can talk about those things because I experienced them. And I know how precious it is to be empathetic to people that have maybe not all joy in their heart at this time of the year, but it's the joy of the memory that we have to really connect to so that we can enjoy those times and celebrate because there is a reason for the season, right? And we talked about this week, our favorite verses in the Bible. And so we shared a lot of personal stories, what has gotten us through turbulent times in our life. And so it really helps to have somewhere to go. And I'm a person of faith, and so I believe that there are faithful words, there are hopeful words of promise that we will be able to go to as a guide. Now, whether you believe in motivational books, whether you believe in, your church minister, whether you believe in Bible studies, whatever your preference is, whether your friends, your coffee group, right? It's whoever can get you through a period of strife and give you hope and give you that direction. So I wanted to just come on here tonight and just encourage you that if you have a distant relationship, if you have a broken relationship, this really speaks to us in Luke chapter 2 about reconnecting and listening, being very intent to listen to what it is that you need to do next. There's a lot of ways: sending a card, making a phone call, making a physical visit. But I want to encourage you to think about those things and how that can heal your soul by just being present. So try to do that this month. Think of those ways. Get out your journal and be creative and think of those ways that you can heal those wounds and be able to reconnect to those that you may not have been able to do in the past. All right? So that's what everyday leaders do. That's what we do. We take charge and we step into what we believe could be the right thing, even though it's really hard. We have to figure out a way and a creative solution to heal those spaces in our heart and in our soul. Because once we do that, we invest in ourselves and we can then give back so much to others we have that happy heart and very centered place that we can start from. So I want to encourage you to do that. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. And if you are interested in joining a mastermind, I know I say it every day that I get on here, but really, this has been phenomenal. Every morning at 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern, every morning through the end of the year, we are studying the book of Luke. So we'll be on Luke chapter 3 tomorrow, and it is about passion. So I cannot wait. It talks about the 21, let me get back in here. Just going to open it up. I just shared it with the girls. I was so excited because chapter 3 in the Leadership Bible talks about 21 qualities. And so if you do not have the John Maxwell Leadership Bible, I want to encourage you to go to a bookstore and take a look at it. And maybe even order it for you or your loved ones this season, because it really breaks down leadership principles on every single verse. And it really helps you to put into perspective, the common language. How would I use that in my life? And how am I going to be able to use that to invest in my life to be better and more effective? So if you want to join, 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern, you can go to everydayleaders.com and just click on the link where it says Join Mel's Monthly Mastermind, and it'll take you right to the sign-up page. We would love to have you. It's really, really been fantastic. So, and you know what I'm going to say next. Be the leader in your life every day so that you can live your life with success. And thank you so much for joining me on my journey. And I will see you here tomorrow, maybe sometime tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, whenever I can get here on this broadcast. But thank you so much for joining me on my journey. And if you need, please reach out to me at make@everydayleaders.com. Have a great night.